Hi everyone, my name is Angelica and today I will be running through a tutorial on how to make a morph on Flash. I am using the more recent version of Flash. This one is Flash Professional CC 2014. Its interface is a bit different from Flash CS3, so I figured taking a look at the new version and noting its differences with CS3 would be helpful. So let's get started. We'll begin by opening a new document. So go to File, New, and now it opens up a window that gives you quite a few options. We're going to go ahead and stick with ActionScript 3.0. So go ahead, click on ActionScript so that it's highlighted, and for our morphing purposes, we're going to set the dimensions to 300 by 75. Once you set that, you can go ahead and hit OK, and we'll see our canvas. Now that's kind of small, so I'm going to go ahead and zoom in just so it's easier for you to see. Great, so now we're going to go ahead and get started animating our names. On our right, in this toolbar, we'll see a capital T, which is our text tool. Click on that and then click into the canvas. Go ahead and type in your first name. We're now going to spice things up a bit by changing color and font. Highlight your name, and on the right hand side of your screen you'll see a panel labeled Properties. Here we can access a whole host of fonts. I'm going to go ahead and stick to one of my personal favorites, Jokerman. Now I'll go ahead and pick a fun color. I really like teal, so I'm going to go ahead and select that. Alright. My text automatically came up with size 48 font, so if yours didn't, we can go ahead and change the font size here. Don't be afraid to use all that space on your canvas. Now that we have our name, we're going to center it on our canvas. So go ahead and use our selection tool to select our name, which is denoted by the blue box around the name. And we're going to go up to Modify and move down to Align. Now make sure that Align to Stage is selected. If it isn't, you can go ahead and click on that so that the check mark is there. And now we're going to use 2 steps to align our name. We're going to align it horizontal center, and then we're going to go back to Modify, then to Align, and we're going to center it vertical. Now it's centered. This is going to be really important for morphing our name later. So to prepare our names for morphing, we're going to break up the name to be moved. So again, we're going to go up to Modify, and we're going to select Break Apart. You'll notice that all of the letters will be separated. But we want to take this a step further, so we'll break it apart again. Now every little bit of our name is ready for movement. Let's look at our timeline at the bottom of the screen. Real important for animation. This is where we'll select frames to add the next part of our morph. Go ahead and click on frame 25. And under Insert, scrolling down to Timeline, we're going to add a keyframe. Go ahead and add other keyframes to 35. So again, we'll go to Insert, Timeline, Keyframe. Another one at 60, Insert, Timeline, Keyframe. And one last one at 70. Alright, now let's go back to keyframe 25, and we're going to delete our first name here. On PC we'll use backspace, that way we just clear the keyframe and not delete the actual keyframe itself. We're going to use our text tool now to add our last name, much like we did our first name. Now that we've added our last name, we're going to center our name much like we did before. So using our selection tool, we're going to make sure that our first name's selected. Go to Modify, Align. We're going to align horizontal, and then we'll align vertical. Now, we can't forget the break apart step because that's how we're going to get our name to morph. So we're going to come back up to Modify, and we're going to break apart twice, just like we did with our first name. Great. Now, make sure that your keyframe is selected, keyframe 25, and we're going to come up here to Edit, and we're going to copy this keyframe. And we're going to take this keyframe, we're going to copy it into 35. Now 35, as you can see, still has our first name, so we're going to use delete, or in a case of a PC, we're going to use backspace to clear that keyframe. And then we'll go up to Edit, and we'll paste in place. That way it's in the exact same place that it was in keyframe 25. Now we're ready to morph. So we're going to double click on frame 1. And you'll notice the timeline is highlighted from frame 1 to frame 25 where our name changes. We're going to go ahead and go up to Insert, and we're going to Shape Tween. Now let's go ahead and double click on frame 35 and do the exact same thing. We're going to go up to Insert, and we're going to Shape Tween. Now we're ready to watch what we've created. So we're going to come up here to Control. We're going to loop playback. Now go ahead and go up to Control, hit play, and watch the magic. You just did a morph. Using the same spacing of keyframes, you can make longer morphs like mine, which is right here. Let's zoom in. Here I utilized 3 words to proclaim how awesome math is. Experiment with Flash and you'll find lots of fun creations can come out of it. Thank you for watching my video. I hope it helped, and have fun creating with Flash.